Alright, so we're recording?
Yeah, that's it, man. Anyway, holy crap, dude, we are back. The top 20, well, the top 20 block, 20
20 through
through
11,
11.
yeah.
The top 20 to 11 area.
And then all of our fans ever were just said finally at the same time.
I know, right?
I
Like,
mean, I got busy, you got busy, I moved again, you moved, and now you're hanging out with Jay Witz and going to E3.
just high-fiving, dude. Just high-fiving fools all day.
And
No,
then-
it's more like just crying. It's
Yeah.
crying and working.
Like, comment, subscribe, by the way, for both his channel and mine.
Yes, love me, like everything.
Love him, he's back, see? He's real again.
I'm real. I'm a person. I
I
happen.
don't have your picture up in that sad little corner now, talking to myself. Everything is right again, Justin.
Yes, it is all right. It is all right. The white tee's back on. The white tee's on. The hair's out. It's all is
Actually,
right with the world.
We need to get celebration going on. My collar lights up, so let's get
Oh,
festive.
full light. Is that a new addition right there?
I've always had it. It's kind of like a rave thing.
Oh,
as a collar.
full rave. Well, Verlis, I want to see the top 20. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been too long. I'm really excited. I'm gonna hit the button, man, and you just tell us all about it. Tell us
Yeah.
all about it. So here we go. Without further ado, the top 20
Wait,
Pokemon.
Slightly further ado. Slightly. go.
Yes. Number 20.
All these guys. So I'm kind of breaking the rules right here, but I decided that if I go with the off legendaries for like the top 20 spot, sure these guys kind of sprinkle in between 10 and 20 because these Pokemon are incredibly strong and get huge amounts of play just because of their base stats for being legendary Pokemon. But these are the usable legendaries, so they're really hard to classify. Like, oh, your green screen's kind of going funny, but
I see
we
that.
have to ignore it. We have to finish this list. Guys,
It's all
stop.
good. Whatever, dude.
Stop.
I'll fight this green screen. Look, I told you. I warned it.
That's it right there.
But you're telling us about the legendaries, yes.
Yeah, so they're pretty much just like VGC, well not VGC, but Nintendo format usable in Battle Spot. So these Pokemon are really hard to classify, but they are really strong. You know, Heatran feels like you see him in tons of games. Latios, everywhere. Landorus, we also have Terrakion and Pokemon like that. So just kind of throwing these guys in the 20 slot so they don't eat up a lot of the really good places for other Pokemon. I think that's fair.
Yeah, it's true. It makes sense. There's no reason to like seriously give them like what 6 spots. You know, it's like
Yeah, even more.
so
and
ridiculous. Yeah, it's
also
just like
because they all kind of do the same thing in a way, that
Mhm.
they just kind of come in as a wall of good defensive stats and good offensive stats.
yeah, it totally makes sense. All right, so that's 20. Let's take a look at number 19. Verlis, tell us.
Mega, Blaziken, and also just Blaziken. This Pokemon's really strong, and just with that speed boost ability, it became way too out of hand for a lot of people. But it's just a very strong and reliable Pokemon, has great coverage with flying, fighting, and the whole fire, and just going in, brave birding people down into nothing, using high jump kick and all that, and just way too many one-hit KO potential while being the fastest thing on the field. It's at number 19 because it's really a hard Pokemon to counter, but it's kind of checkable that if you can endure that hit, it's incredibly frail. If you have a Focus Sash, it's kind of gone. Things like that.
But Verlis, Blaziken is banned in Smogon and VGC.
Great point. So, well, the way I like to see it, that it's not necessarily banned in VGC, it's just not a part of the format right now. That if they
Correct.
change to battle spot doubles, it won't be banned anymore. It'll just be usable. Because right now, it's not really banned. It's like saying Togekiss is banned in VGC. You can still play it on battle spot.
Cool.
So it's not format. As for Smogon, this list kind of incorporates everything. It respects the Smogon decision making, but it's not going to exclude these Pokemon out.
Okay. The only reason I asked that is because I'm guessing as soon as someone saw this, the comments were just gonna be
Keyboard
"But
at the ready.
Blaziken-"
Just, whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right. Anyway, so that's awesome. I like Blaziken a lot. Let's hit up number 18.
Clefable. Now, this Pokemon is actually one of the strongest tanks out there because of its ability. I believe Magic Guard makes it to where it can't be poisoned or burned. Well, it can be, but it just doesn't take damage from those. It only takes damages from attacks, which means that it can't be stalled out as a tank. And it also has Cosmic Power, has Stored Power, has forms of healing, and it's just a really ridiculously tough Pokemon to get off the field.
Yeah, seriously, the tank is so real. All right, number 17.
We have Big Mama. So, Mega Kangaskhan, this Pokemon seen everywhere. Everyone's praising it as like one of the strongest Pokemon ever. I'm trying to just take a step back, be like, calm down, guys. It's a very strong Pokemon, but I feel that there's a lot of things that just kind of stop it right now. You Will-O-Wisp it, it's gone. You wall it in with some kind of ghost type or one of its few counters, and it's kind of just a free, really predictable Pokemon. I think its popularity is what makes it weaker to me, because it makes it very predictable.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. The green screen's going.
It's not weak by any means.
Whoa! Did you see that? That worked, man.
Yeah, you're just like, whoopah! And then your green screen gets fixed.
And all right, I like what's going on there. All right, anyway, I'm sorry I cut you off.
Something is right with your hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Mega Kangaskhan isn't weak by any means. It's still a top 20 Pokemon, and I say it's very strong, but it's just really predictable and really common, so it's easier to be predictable.
Agreed. All right, let's see here. Number 16.
I think Mega Charizard Y has just way too many strengths overall. It's incredibly strong in doubles, and even in singles, if you give it the right kind of support. The way that Mega Charizard works is that anything that's slower than it gets knocked out. And if your opponent, you take out all their sweepers and you just bring in Mega Charizard mid to late in the game, suddenly that's 2-3 KOs without any effort.
Yeah, it's such a crazy strong Pokemon. Oh, that overheat in the sun hurt me.
Yeah, Heat Wave, Solar Beam has Air Slash options.
Air Slap, sick move, my favorite.
It pretty much slaps you in the face whenever it hits the field.
A little Air Slap, best move in the game. All right, so that's crazy. Charizard's huge, man, and he's number 16. I can't wait to see what's coming up next. All right, 15.
Now, we're getting in a lot of Megas in this list right now because Mega Pokemon are supposed to be strong. They gain that 100 base stats spread out, and they just start getting really ridiculous. Like Mega Mawile here. It gets the ability Huge Power, which doubles its attack, and it also gets ridiculous tank stats and ridiculous offensive stats on top of that. I believe it starts breaking, 700 attack, just from naturally having an adamant nature with a good investment.
Yeah, it's unreal. It's unreal.
So, pretty much all you need to do to win with Mega Mawile, which is why I think it's stronger than Mega Kangaskhan, is you set up one Swords Dance, and then you Sucker Punch and everything goes away.
Just stay away from fire. That's all I recommend.
All I say about Mega Mawile, you gotta attack sometime, because you can't Toxicate. You can really only burn it, and that's kind of the only way of taking it down. You can't stumble this guy because it's too strong.
Yeah, exactly. All right, number 14 coming up. Hurt me.
This is one of my favorite hidden gems of this generation. Because like Mega Mawile, it has Pure Power, which doubles its attack, but Mega Medicham, its coverage is so amazing. Has access to Elemental Punches, gets Stab Psycho Cut, it has Fake Out, Bullet Punch. It's still trying to fix things back there.
If I do this, it just goes away. It knows I'm not playing around. But yes, Stabs, it's got Psycho Cut.
Stabs and all that. Yeah, it has just great coverage, and it has a high jump kick that one-hit KOs almost everything in the game. I figured out that you can put investment into this guy to where at the same time you can survive an Earthquake from Garchomp, but outspeed Wash Rotom and one-hit KO it before Mega Evolve.
That's pretty dirty, man.
As well as one-hit KOing Garchomp, one-hit KOing pretty much everything while enduring some really good hits.
Nice. That sounds good. I'm not running one myself, but I'll have to check out one of your builds for sure on that. All right,
you don't watch my. I'm hurt.
If only I had time to watch all the builds, maybe I'd be a better trainer.
You beat me, so I guess you're doing something right by not watching my... Shut up! Okay, 13.
13. All right. 13 coming up. There. Oh, Slurpuff, huh?
So, I like trying to throw the one Zonk in each top, and it's not really a Zonk because I say Slurpuff is legitimately good. It has the Unburden ability, which, for those of you who don't know, it doubles speed if a held item is consumed. And it also has huge play rough and belly drum. It's essentially plays like Azumarill, that you set up the belly drum, Citrus Berry works, and then you go and outspeed your opponent with Aqua Jet. In this case, you just use a huge play rough that one-hit KOs almost everything. And Slurpuff has some nice defensive stats to where it can endure that first hit and set up belly drum.
Yeah, and I believe that Slurpuff's actually higher than Azumarill on your list, I think, or I don't know, actually.
Azumarill, I believe, was like 20s.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool because you're right. They do kind of run the same way, but I would say I see a lot more Azumarill on the field. But Slurpuff is really viable, really strong Pokemon. All right, obviously being number 13,
yeah.
She's okay. Yeah,
maybe a bit lower on the list than even I would like to see, but I think it's a nice little place to squeeze it in around the Megas and just be like, look, this thing's strong.
Yeah, for sure. All right, number 12.
Ferrothorn. The way that the metagame works is that a lot of people are running a lot of physical things, and this guy stops a lot of that. That,
Yeah.
you know, if you want to
The end.
Yeah, exactly, the end. That if you want to safe pivot Pokemon and you know they're going to throw something physical, you throw in a Ferrothorn, and if they don't have anything special attack, their day is done. Like, you can just get walled out by a Ferrothorn if you bring it in mid to late, and then they don't have any answers for it because your team took care of it. They can just sit there and Iron Barb your opponent or yourself down.
Yeah, it's such a great Pokemon, and if need be, it can be incredibly strong with a Power Whip or like plenty of other attacks.
I used to
know.
run Curse on mine, so I had full special defense, hit points investment, go Curse, and then Power Whip starts getting really scary.
Yeah, that's a stupid strong Pokemon. All right, man, this is crazy. Dude, number 11. What? Number 11, here it comes. Verlis, tell us about...
Scizor and Mega Scizor. This is probably one of the strongest Pokemon in the game if you let it get set up. This is such a terrifying Pokemon because at 2 Swords Dance, which most times if you can get like a good switch in and really good predictions on your opponent, you get 2 Swords Dance and then Bullet Punch with its monstrous attack, with its Technician ability, with Stab, you just can't handle it. Like if you use that +4 Bullet Punch on things, it's a lot of one-hit KOs, and then there's not a lot of ways to handle it. It's only weak against 4 times with Fire, and then it also resists Fairy now, and Fairy's popular, and it's strong against Fairy because of Bullet Punch.
Yeah, whoa.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything, but I love the call on Scizor.
I didn't do anything. But okay, it looks like
I swear I didn't do anything. You just zoomed in. That was
just
all
decided.
you, man. Dude, both of our things are all bugging out. The green screen's
like,
hating.
Super dope
Just-
right there, like much list. Well, we got our fun right there.
We're professionals, guys. We do this all the time. We do this all the
Because
time.
your screen is messing up and my
Yeah.
camera just decides to max zoom.
Oh my gosh. Well, we'll be back with the top 10, guys. Don't forget to throw this video a big ol'...
Big top. I'm excited for top 10. That's where it's
I'm
at.
excited for the top 10 too.
I
As
know
soon
what
as I
all
get
my
done
fans
fighting
are
my
thinking.
green screen.
My
As
fans are
soon as I
thinking,
get done.
Number 1, Snorlax. Number 2, Snorlax. Number 3 is Snorlax. My fans are thinking.
Coughing, 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 Pikachu. That's my, those are my votes for
Yeah.
top.
You write this.
All right.
Top 10.
Top 10 coming up, guys. See you soon.